This is it. I gave up counting it. I mean, I had to. It was just so much.
How much is this?
I have no earthly idea. I just stack it up.
What's up, guys? Boy, Benny. So possibly my favorite story ever. Exactly 1 week ago, Joe Biden took the wheelchair lift entrance to a fundraiser in New York. Very glitzy fundraiser. Apparently it raised a record-breaking $20 million. Even though the entire place was empty, we can prove it's crazy. They had Lizzo prance around on stage for this. What an unbelievable set of guests. What a lineup, right? So you have known predator Bill Clinton standing there with known predator Joe Biden being entertained by known predator Lizzo, right? Who did one of these numbers. Lizzo, of course, having to hang out backstage with Joe Biden, getting sniffed, presumably, getting invited on Jeffrey Epstein's jet by Bill Clinton. And after this, Lizzo quit music forever. It's my favorite freaking story ever. Lizzo, I quit. This is Lizzo's account. Lizzo Be Eating is the actual handle. I'm getting tired of putting up with being dragged into everyone and everything my entire life. All I want to do is make music, make people happy. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't sign up for this. Stop disrespecting my name. I quit, she says. I quit. All right? Lizzo says, I quit. So, one night with Joe Biden got Lizzo to quit. Just too good. Also, Lizzo wasn't the only person that was unhappy with the way the night went. Of course, protesters literally infiltrated the event and screamed at the three presidents while they were on stage.
There was an insurrection.
Shame on you, Joe Biden! Shame on you!
Also, look at the number of empty chairs. Just a reminder. Look at all the empty chairs. This is the sold out event.
You will change the billions that you are doing. You blood on your
We're for free speech. Yeah. Inside and outside, everyone was screaming at Joe Biden. Actually, there's a lot of people outside the event. There were actually far more protesters outside the event that were screaming, "Enjoy Trump because we're never voting Biden." That's what they screamed at the people who attended this event. That's what happened to them when they went outside. All right. The event was apparently sold out. And what this means is people just bought tickets and didn't show up. Right. So there wasn't a sellout crowd inside the event. And outside the event, could people say what they liked about Joe Biden?
Biden's greatest accomplishment.
Let's not do that. I'm sorry. That's right. I'm like, I'm not ready. The Inflation Reduction Act.
But inflation's gone wild.
No, it hasn't. I can always drill down and find a little nugget of badness.
Biden's not drilling.
I beg your pardon.
They're not going to use this. You're talking to Jesse White.
Biden's not drilling. Yeah, okay. So this is the cringe fest that was the Joe Biden event. They all the most unimpeachable predators putting on sunglasses together to show you the exact same kind of sunglasses that they wear on Epstein Island. Okay, so everybody squealed and squeed about all of this. Everybody yelling and excited about the amount of money that all these predators raise. I say predators because Lizzo is literally being sued for weight shaming and emotional abuse, excruciating, alcohol abusing, sex club going, it's like sexual assault is what she's being sued for by her own dancers. And just a quick jump here. The trip to the Amsterdam club, one of the backup dancers happened after a performance in the city this year. The suit states that Lizzo's after parties were routinely non-mandatory, but alleges that those who attended were favored by the singer. At the club, Lizzo allegedly began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas, and eating bananas protruding from the performers' private parts. Okay, there you go. And then Lizzo turned her attention to one of the dancers and asked them to start groping the dancers at the club. So a great person, the person that the Democrat Party is promoting here, ladies and gentlemen. I see, again, Bill Clinton took at least 27 flights on the Lolita Express and is named 100 plus times in the Jeffrey Epstein documents. So that's one version of a big fundraiser. Here's another version of a big fundraiser. Okay. Scoop: Trump campaign on track to raise $43 million in one night in Palm Beach this weekend. Oh, yeah. Former President Trump's on track to raise $43 million at a fundraiser in Palm Beach on Saturday, in what many billionaire Republican donors are considering the kickoff to the general election. This is twice the amount of money that Joe Biden raised. Wow. That haul would eclipse the $26 million raised by Joe Biden last week in his celebrity-studded Radio City Music Hall event. Trump's inaugural leadership dinner, led by hedge fund billionaire John Paulson, tops out at the chairman level of $800,000, which includes sitting next to President Trump. The event will feature Melania and Vivek Ramaswamy and Doug Burgum and Tim Scott. A source familiar with the event planning tells Axios this event is greatly exceeding expectations. The Republican Party is united behind Trump. Sources tell us that the eye-popping total was achieved with personal phone calls by Trump, peer-to-peer asks in this case, and literal billionaire-to-billionaire conversations. Donald Trump did meet with Elon Musk like a couple of weeks ago. Not sure exactly if Elon Musk is a part of this. Elon Musk says he's not going to be personally donating. We'll see if that changes. A source involved in the Biden fundraising operation was skeptical of the total being touted on Saturday's evening. Getting everyone to max out in April is not a sustainable way to fund a campaign. It's a recipe for being broke in the months that will matter. Oh, okay, got it. Says the guy who ran his candidate from a basement with the help of people like Axios. Source points out that under the joint Trump funding agreement outlined in the Palm Beach invitation, swath of the event's proceeds will go to Trump's political PAC, which has been used to pay his legal bills. Yes, the legal bills, because you bastards keep coming after him because you're Marxists. Carrie Lake also held a record-breaking fundraiser at Mar-a-Lago just this week. And ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump is beating Joe Biden with, well, every voting demographic, actually. So libs in panic. Biden is barely beating Trump among young voters. Young voters really care about the economy. The most young voters can't afford the $25 million that it costs to go see Joe Biden and Lizzo on stage. Donald Trump beats Biden among young voters. My goodness. Joe Biden faces dwindling support among young voters, a critical voting bloc for Democrats ahead of the presidential election. According to a new poll, it found that former President Donald Trump winning young voters younger than 30 years old. I mean, how unbelievable is that? I mean, I guess it's actually very, very believable, right? Like, it's very, very believable. This is what they consider cool. There you go. There you go. Here's cool. Got it. Even CNN kind of like freaking out right now about all of this, saying that something that they're seeing in state after state after state is that Donald Trump is winning with every demographic that Joe Biden should be winning, and Democrats are kind of losing their capacity to steal this election. Check it out.
Let's break this down by race, right? Let's look at voters of color, look at white voters. And what we see here is back in 2020, according to the exit poll, Joe Biden won voters of color in Michigan by 62 points. Look at that advantage today. It has been sliced by a third, only 21 points. That's Joe Biden's lead over Donald Trump among voters of color. Among white voters, Donald Trump has gained a little bit of steam as well. It was 11 points in 2020. His margin over Joe Biden right now is 16 points. But this decline in support for Joe Biden among voters of color in Michigan is something we've been seeing in state after state after state and nationally as well, where he's got some big problems. This is a historic low amount of support for a Democratic presidential candidate among voters of color, and it seems to be happening across the board.
Earlier this week, we asked Charlie Kirk about this issue. Donald Trump raising much more money than Joe Biden, what it means. Here's what Charlie had to say. Very few people have been called Donald Trump's fourth son, right? You're not tall enough, I think, maybe. I've seen the new photos of Barron, so I don't know. I'm going to need a 23andMe.
That's right.
I need a 23andMe here, but you're pretty tall, and on tall order, you speak with the president quite a bit. He's going to be hosting one hell of a fundraiser this weekend. According to Axios, he may double the amount that Joe Biden raised. We have the article. We'll pop it up here. I just want to get you to sound off on this.
Yeah, I don't think Lizzo will be there. I don't think Queen Latifah will be there. I don't think Stephen Colbert will be there. This is massive. I have been very impressed with Susie Wiles and Chris LaSavita and Michael Watley and Laura Trump. You have to raise a war chest. And our side has to realize that you need the resources to win. The bad guys have been trouncing us when it comes to raising capital. This is a signal, big time, a signal that we are not going to have more money, but we should have enough money in the ecosystem to be able to win.